Kiss family, welcome back to my channel where we keep it super simple and sexy in the kitchen. Today what we'll be cooking is some salt and pepper wings and some mixed green egg rolls. They are delish. Now make sure you like, share, and subscribe and turn your bell notification on so you'll know every time that I upload a video. Well, I wish I could take the credit for these two recipes, but I was inspired by two YouTubers and I'll link their names below. The first one for the egg rolls were by Darrius Cooks, and the salt and pepper wings were by the lady who says Asian at home. I want to share that even though I was inspired by Darrius Cooks egg roll, I used a totally different recipe. So what I did was use my green recipe that I make in the Instapot, and I'll link that above. And then I also added some rice noodles to the egg rolls to give them a more Asian feel. So you'll see me work through that. And for the salt and pepper wings, I kind of went close to the recipe with a few minor adjustments. So let's go ahead and talk ingredients. Okay, Kiss family, the first thing you're really going to need is some spring roll wrappers to make your egg rolls with. The next thing you're going to need is these Vermicelli Rice noodles. Now I like this particular kind because they dry really well and work well in the egg rolls. Then you're going to also need some oyster flavored sauce. I add those to the egg rolls to give it that Asian flair. Now the next thing you're going to need is some potato starch. This is like a key ingredient to get them salt and pepper wings just like they came out of the Asian restaurant. Okay, Kiss family, the next thing we're going to need is this Asian cooking wine. Now this is truly the key component to marinating your chicken wings before you fry them up. And it's very inexpensive. It's only like $2.99 a bottle. But you can also order it on Amazon if you don't have an Asian store that you can go get these ingredients from. And the last ingredient that you're going to need is some green onions. Now let's get started cooking. Okay, Kiss family, you know how I get down. The first thing we're going to do is get some apple cider vinegar on these wings so we can get them all cleaned up. The next thing we're going to do is add some lemon juice. Then we're going to rinse under cold water until all that murkiness comes off our wings and the water is clear. See how beautiful and clean our wings are? And that water is super clean and clear. I know they say that you don't have to clean your wings, but I promise you this step right here will help elevate the taste of your wings. Now that we got our wings all clean, we're going to put them in a bowl so we can get ready to make our marinade. The first thing I'm going to do is to zest some garlic, like 3 cloves of garlic within the chicken wings. Also, if you're able to find it, you want to zest some ginger into these chicken wings. I wasn't able to find it, so I'll show you the hack that I use later on in the recipe. As always, Kiss family, I'm just using that fajita seasoning that I always use and show in most of my videos. It has salt, pepper, garlic, and onion in it. It's a one and done. The next thing I'm going to use is this wine. Okay, Kiss family, you just want to pour enough of this cooking wine over your wings to cover your wings. And then we're going to marinate them. And you can marinate them for 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, or 24 hours. And what I did was marinate them overnight. So they marinated for about 24 hours. So right here, you just want to kind of stir them up so that seasoning and the garlic and the fresh ginger gets all up in the wings before you place it in the refrigerator to marinate. Okay family, it's been 24 hours and I've taken my wings out of the refrigerator and put them on a baking sheet with some paper towel. You just want to really pat them dry really well. You want them to get as dry as you can. We're going to set our wings to the side. You don't want to ever cook your wings cold. You don't want them to seize up on you and not be tender and juicy. So put them to the side and let them come up to room temp. Okay guys, now I'm going to prepare my batter for my chicken. So the first thing I'm going to do is to open this bag of potato starch. That's what she used in her video. And so I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to take half this bag and then pour it into a plastic bag. Now in her video, she used fresh ginger, but I didn't have any, so I'm just gonna tweak it a little bit and do me. I'm gonna take about a tablespoon of this powdered ginger and add it to my potato starch. You know how you season your flour? I figured it would work, so we're gonna try it. So I'm just gonna put about a tablespoon, because I still want it to have a ginger taste. So I'm gonna put a tablespoon of ginger into my bag, because these are salt and pepper wings, so we're really just doing salt and pepper. You know I use my fajita season, of course. And so now, I'm just gonna take my plastic bag, I'm gonna shake it up. I'm gonna do just like you would when you're doing that soul food chicken and you put all your seasons in that plastic bag. That's what I'm doing here. All right, guys, let's get ready to fry. Okay, looks like my fryer is up to temp. I put it on 340 degrees. And I'm just gonna drop the wings in. Now one great indication that your wings are done, you'll start to see them float to the top. Even if you put them on a cast iron skillet or a pot on the stove, you'll notice that they'll start to float to the top, and you know that's when they're done. Okay guys, I've prepped our green onions, our white onion, our garlic, and our red chili peppers. This is what we're going to use to put our salt and pepper wings together. So it's time to put our salt and pepper wings together. The first thing I'm going to do is add 1 tablespoon of butter to my wok and let that heat up a little bit. Then we're going to add those beautiful vegetables in our wok. So this is where the magic happens. Please do not skip this step. It's just a teaspoon of chicken bouillon, but it really heightens the taste of this salt and pepper chicken wings. Make sure you put the chicken bouillon in it, please. Now we're just going to add our chicken wings to our vegetables, and this is where it all marries together and it gets that deliciousness all over it. All the flavors just melt right into the chicken. Beautiful salt and pepper wings. Okay guys, what we want to do is get our egg rolls on and popping. So the first thing you need to do is to take your noodles and put them in a bowl with some hot water. Like a little bit over warm, but not too hot, because you don't want these noodles, they cook like instantly. You don't want them to overcook. So what I did was just put them in a bowl of warm water, and I'm letting them expand. And so you let them sit in there for about 10 minutes. And then they'll start to loosen and expand. Once we do that, we're gonna take them out and put them on a paper towel and kind of let them dry out. We want them to kind of air dry, because you don't want anything in your egg rolls to be wet, because then it'll tear up your egg roll wrappers. So see you when these are ready. So what you want to do is take your noodles and put them on a baking sheet, and then put them on some paper towels so they can dry out. And then once you feel like you can feel the texture of them when they're like air dry, then you want to just chop them up. Take your cooking shears and chop them up into small pieces. Now I'm going to take my greens and I'm going to strain them. I want them to be dry as possible. I don't want it to soak through my egg roll wrappers. So you want to put them through a strainer and kind of press it down and get as much juice as you can out until you don't really even see any more juice. That'll help you have the perfect egg roll. Now it's time for us to put our egg roll mixture together. Again, you'll be able to feel how dry the noodles are. They should have no water in them at all. They air dry beautifully. So you'll know it's right when you feel the texture and they are super dry. So what I'm going to do is take my strained greens. I'm going to throw that in with my rice noodles. Then I'm going to take my chopped green scallions and throw them in. You add as many as you like. Then I'm going to take my oyster sauce. This is about 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. And I'm just going to mix that in. Okay guys, right here I noticed that my mixture was not mixing well, which told me that my noodles were still too large and it wasn't combining. So what I did was just took the kitchen shears and went in and chopped the noodles up some more so the mixture would combine nicely. Now that our mixture is combined well, let's get ready to roll these egg rolls. So the first thing you want to do is take your egg roll and kind of put it at a diagonal. Then you want to just get a little bit of your mixture and put it towards the end corner of the egg roll. Now I like to kind of take it and put it in a straight line so you can easily tuck it. So what you want to do is tuck, pull, roll, tuck, pull, roll. And now you want to fold it like a letter. So what you really want is the top of your egg roll to look like a letter package. And then you want to pull and roll. Pull, roll, pull, roll. And then you want to take a little bit of your egg wash. Now if you don't want to use eggs and you're vegan and you do vegan greens, you can just use some water. And there you go. Nice and tucked. Beautiful egg roll. Hey Kiss family, we are done. We have cooked our salt and pepper wings and our egg rolls, but I would be remiss if I didn't try it on camera. Well, I already did try it a little bit. It is so good. You will not be going to the Asian restaurant for these salt and pepper wings or these, well, they ain't gonna have these green egg rolls, but they are also to die for. I had my daughter taste it. She said it was off the chain. She didn't want to come on camera though, but let me taste it. It's better than the restaurant. You can taste the onion and the garlic, that chicken bouillon, and that Thai chili. Give it that just a hint of spice. If you come to my house and try these, you're gonna have me making them all the time. You know who you are. You know the people that be having me make stuff over and over. You're gonna have me make these again. Green egg roll. Ain't it pretty? It's so golden brown. Listen to that crunch. It's hot. Oh my goodness. I made it just like a regular egg roll, except with the greens in there. This right here. They're gonna have to go on the black market. They so good. Yeah. Y'all gonna have me making these all the time too. I can't wait to cook it for you. Well, that's it, Kiss family. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And As I always say, keep it simple and sexy in the kitchen. But this right here, off the chain. Can't wait to make it for you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.